Good afternoon and welcome to the BC Athletic Complex on the campus of Benedictine College in Atchison, Kansas for today's women's lacrosse match as the number 8 ranked Benedictine College Ravens host the number 3 ranked University of the Cumberlands Patriots. I'm Dakota Smith. I am joined by a special guest today, men's lacrosse coach Mark Blaze.
Hey, Dakota.
Nice to have you along today.
It's great to be here. This is probably the biggest matchup ever seen on Benedictine College campus for women's lacrosse. Pretty exciting.
Yeah, the game we did last year was supposed to be that, and
yeah,
the game against Ave Maria last year, where
definitely don't think that one was fit the bill, but this one should be a pretty great game.
This one very much so should fit the bill. Cumberland's the number 3 ranked team in the country. The top goal scorer in the NAIA. She has 231 career goals. She scored 118 last year. As number 10, Samantha Toller, and then number 12, Jacqueline Berry, added 98 last year.
And in this week coming up, I talked to Coach McGee a little bit about their plans. I know that they're definitely planning on what we call face guarding her. So they're just going to take her out of the offense, or hope to. So then they'll almost be playing 6-on-6 lacrosse inside the box versus 7-on-7. So we'll see how that works, and we'll see if they can limit her. It looks like she's in the draw, so maybe she's a factor in transition as well. I have not seen film on her, so.
Well, better analysis than I could ever give, so that's why you're here. Quick starting lineup for Benedictine. Number 2, Claire Ryan. Number 3, Rihanna England. Number 6, Erin Robber. Number 10, Emily Rulin. Number 11, Casey Moore. Number 12, Aiden McInerney. Number 16, Molly Muehlbach. Number 19, Megan Ostrander. Number 21, Natalie Wechter. Number 24, Mary McInerney. And 26, Riley Eder. And in goal, number 38, Taryn St. Louis.
And Natalie Wechtner's really provided a lot of depth at the draw position this year, kind of lighten the load a little bit for Molly Muehlbach and Casey Moore this year.
Ravens come away with the first draw. Muehlbach with it near side for Benedictine. Wechter
nice
feeds into the center. Ryan rotates back out and gives back to Wechter.
Ravens definitely looking to make a lot of noise through the cutters, through the creases there.
Wechter still with possession, gives it up to Mary McInerney.
Molly Mack's probably our most dangerous slasher. She can really get into the inside quick.
McInerney fouled.
I think she wanted that one to be from the 8, which definitely provides a little bit of a better scoring opportunity.
Moore will work from behind the net, works into the center. Nice. Goal for Casey Moore. An unassisted goal for Casey Moore to get Benedictine on the board, 1-0.
Casey Moore's probably like the most voracious person on this team. I don't know if you saw after the game yesterday in the whites, she was just covered in blood. She got hit in the nose last game. She's a tough cookie. Great start for the Ravens there.
Apologies, I'm having to fix something because there we go. You have to do that one manually. We'll see.
We getting some replays over here?
Yeah, we did. Yeah.
Wow.
Well, we got it figured out on this system, so it works.
Innovation happening inside the BRSN studios here.
Cumberland's in possession. Floodung loses possession. It goes forward to Kuchis.
If we can make them feel that uncomfortable in their clear game, though, every time, I mean, that's going to be a huge advantage, making them work to get the ball into the offensive zone, looking for some turnovers.
Looking for Toller.
Wow.
And a save by St. Louis.
I know Coach is really loving having Taryn back this year. She's a really good shot stopper.
Aiden McInerney ahead to Emily Ruland.
Let's see if they pull this back or if they look to push. I think they're going to set up their offense here. Oh, nice cut, though.
And another goal from Casey Moore. That time she was assisted by Emily Ruland.
The old Raven blitzkrieg going on right now.
Like you said, that was a great cut by Casey Moore. She came from about 20 yards behind the play and just cut wide open in front of the net.
I mean, Casey Moore's that type of player. I mean, she sees blood in the water and she goes. I mean, she's a next level player. I mean, she's really good. Kind of that mix of talent and hard work. I definitely think that she came here and definitely grew a lot, lacrosse IQ and lacrosse skill wise, and added with that, just tenacity that she has. I mean, she's become one of our best players, especially at the midfield. I know that having her and Molly on the ground balls for the face-off is huge because they're their best ground ball people. Last year it was always a tough decision on who was going to take the draw because they'd have to lose that person looking to pick up the ball.
That one again, one by Benedictine, is picked up by Moore. Now Ruland on the far side.
I'd like to see him maybe a little settled here. Oh.
The pass from Ruland just barely got deflected.
Kept it inside, though. That was a good play by Claire Ryan.
Josh, neither one of the webcasts are sending.
Are we having some technical difficulties?
I'm not getting stats.
Oh, okay. Definitely using all the shot clock here, which I kind of think is a good move in this situation. I mean, you got 2 goals. Let your offense kind of settle down a little bit. Look for that best look again. No reason to push the issue. You got the full 90 here.
Claire Ryan working from behind the net, feeds Wechter. Wechter's shot too high, picked up by Moore.
That was a good look. Good pick on the inside by, I think that was Molly Muehlbach. Oh, Casey Moore wanted 3 right away.
Good save from Crump.
And that's a reset of the shot clock there. So we get another full 90 here. Once again, we can use the full clock. I mean, no use in pushing the issue when you don't need to.
Ruland off to Ryan, and a goal for the freshman Claire Ryan. And it's now 3-0 Benedictine.
I'm going to throw it out there. I mean, she fills that number 2 pretty well from Lizzie Darrow last year. I mean, she really has stepped up a lot because I was a little worried about them losing Lizzie Darrow, who was just a great goal scorer, great finisher, and I think Claire Ryan's doing a heck of a job filling those shoes.
Timeout called by the Cumberlands. We'll take it 3-0 Benedictine. You're watching Raven Women's Lacrosse on BRSN.
Shakespeare once said, "Some are born great, and some have greatness thrust upon them. The rest of us," he said, "have to achieve greatness." We know exactly what he means. Be not afraid of greatness. Achieve it. Benedictine College, where greatness begins.
Out of the timeout, 26-18 to go in the first half. Number 8 Benedictine leading number 3 University of the Cumberlands by a score of 3-0. I'm Dakota Smith, joined today by men's lacrosse coach Mark Blaze.
Hello. Shout out to the McGee family right now. I know they're definitely tuning in. So, out-of-town families, glad you're joining us. Hopefully you didn't miss the first 4 minutes because it's 3-0 already. Ravens are going to work today. Brought our hard hats.
You have to redo the draw control.
I didn't see the violation there. I don't know what happened. So Do they keep track of draw statistics? Like
Yes.
we do? Okay, I didn't know. Do we know what Natalie's
It
stats are this year?
It's the person who picks it up, actually.
Oh, okay.
So
I'll tell you that Natalie, she's taken almost all of theirs, and that's a complete change from last year. I mean, we returned both of our draw specialists, and neither of them are taking any draws. That's how good Natalie is. She's just a game changer for us as a freshman. Great
Muehlbach,
pass,
shot,
great
goal.
shot. Gosh, they're just picking apart this Cumberlands defense right now. Kind of hitting them every different way.
So another assist for Claire Ryan and a goal for Molly Muehlbach, and it's 4-0 Benedictine.
Well, if you see on the replay there, they had Cumberlands looking all straight down the left side of the field because that's where we had gotten multiple passes earlier. But instead, Molly Muehlbach comes peeling off of the pick into the center, and so nobody was there. Cumberlands had adjusted and really sent a lot of people over there to try to take that pass away, but then ended up, that was taken away. But then great vision by Claire Ryan to find Molly Muehlbach there.
25-49 left in the first half. 4-0 Ravens.
We had a couple of high school teammates on this team. Molly Muehlbach and Claire Ryan were high school teammates, though, back together. Then obviously the McInerney's are Scion.
Control by Fladung for the Cumberlands.
Great pressure.
And a turnover taken away by Wechter.
Natalie's going to get the credit for that, but that was definitely caused by Aiden McInerney putting the pressure on. Let's see what she does here. Nice save.
Another save for Crump, the junior goalkeeper from Dallas, Texas, for the Cumberlands. As the Patriots will look to clear.
A lot of pressure down.
Trinity Brown ahead to Amanda Phillips. Phillips off to Brewer.
Numbers on the backside there, but electing to pull it out, get some settled offense. Good cut. Nice shot.
Goal scored by number 12, Jacqueline Berry, assisted by Emily Heim. I don't know, it's a work in progress. The replay thing's a work in progress. We're working on it. There we go. So the goal for Barry, her 17th of the year.
That's a lot of goals in 3 and not even a third of a game.
Have to redo the draw again.
I mean, the amount of skill that it takes to catch a ball with someone on your hip running through the middle of the field in the women's game is pretty amazing. I mean, that was a great catch, great shot.
Draw one by the Cumberlands, controlled by Heim.
See Aaron Robert coming up on number 10 here. She's definitely going to guard her like this most of the game, or at least try to. So it's going to be a tough situation on going from transition to settled, trying to get her accounted for.
Barry with possession. Into the middle for Toller, and she's fouled. Looks like it's going to be a free position here for Samantha Toller.
Looks like there's a card here on Aaron Robert. I'm not really sure if I saw that. Aaron Robert looks pretty upset with that call as well. I definitely didn't see anything out of the ordinary right there.
Toller shot wide, and it'll go to Benedictine.
Good chase there. Rihanna England with the chase there. Getting the ball out of the snow. A lot of snow here at the Raven Soccer Complex, or as I call it, the Raven Lacrosse Complex in the spring. That's not official.
I think we've gone with BC Athletic Complex.
I like that one more. That one's good. Name TBD. If you'd like to name the Raven Sports Complex, please contact Coach Charlie Gartmeyer and donate to our complex.
Picked up a pass too hot for McInerney, and it's going to get out of play to the Patriots.
That was a good look by Natalie Weckner, but couldn't connect there with Molly McInerney.
Kuchis in possession for the Patriots.
Natalie Weckner passed that ball.
Turnover by the Patriots, taken away. Ruland in transition for Benedictine.
Looks like an offsides call there. Didn't have enough people back behind the restraining line, but great. Molly Mulebach, great play.
Mulebach just read that pass perfectly and took it away.
She got a lot of lacrosse IQ. She's been around the game for a long time.
Pass deflected, somehow caught by Wechter, and she's fouled.
No idea how she caught that ball.
It'll be a free position for Natalie Wechter.
From a good spot too here. Not a great angle, but I mean, as a lefty though, it's gonna be a tough finish for her. See what the freshman can do.
Wechter bounces it.
Off the pipe right there, or was it off the goalie's foot? I couldn't see.
It went off of one of the two, and a goal for Natalie Wechter to make it 5-1 Benedictine.
It went that way, though. Would it go off?
It looked like it went off the keeper's leg.
Yeah, I agree.
So 5-1 Benedictine, 22-27 to go. Ravens out shooting the Patriots now 8-3.
That is the best donation that we can have for that. Oh yeah, because like that is gonna pay itself off. Oh yeah. So overtime. That's awesome. Can't tell you how impressed I am by Natalie Wechter, freshman. I mean, she's just a great competitor. That was a great play, great shot, great finish, left-handed there.
Draw one by Benedictine. Casey Moore with possession.
Our passing has just been so sharp this season.
And a goal for Aiden McInerney.
That is what you would call a Canadian finish. It's where you take the ball from right hand on your right side, take it over to the left side, and flick it in. Canadian.
Fantastic analysis. I never heard that ever
You're welcome.
in the 3 years I've been doing this now.
You know, Dakota, I'm here to help out. Looks like they're having a goalie change already here, which is a kind of a big change here early on.
Bring in the senior from Pines, Florida, number 0, Emily Cabrera.
And can we pull up the stats on her? I mean, have they been playing kind of two goalies a lot? I mean, I just wonder how big of a change that is. If we switched goalies, I really wouldn't think much of it because we got two goalies that are outstanding. Looks like they've played a similar amount of time.
Yeah. Crump started all three. Cabrera's played in 2 of the 3.
Okay. So.
Picked up by Mulebach.
I mean, we are really controlling the possession through the draw, and that definitely comes down to, like I said, having Mulebach and Moore looking to get the complete the face-off for the draw. That's huge for us.
Knocked away momentarily. Picked up.
Yeah, I like our offense running through the X just a little bit more than, kind of stationary from the top. In the right situation right here, she's got a lot of space for a dodge.
McInerney has it knocked away.
That was great defense by 24.
Trinity Brown, the freshman from Fayetteville, Georgia. Muehlbach.
Pick. Good shot.
Save for Cabrera on the first shot she faces.
I'm really pleased with how many good looks we're seeing so early. Obviously, it's 6-1. Of course, we're getting good looks. But even when they're, having saves or maybe even a turnover, I mean, we're producing good looks constantly.
Another
look good in the clear too.
Another turnover by the Cumberlands. Aiden McInerney off to her older sister Mary, and she's fouled.
Takes a lot of bravery to go on the inside like that. You're going to get hit. It's like going into the paint knowing you're going to get a lot of body contact in basketball, except there's metal sticks flying at you.
So a free position coming from Mary McInerney.
She should put this away. Molly's a great player. There you go, yeah.
Goal for Mary McInerney makes it 7-1. Benedictine, 9.5 minutes gone in the first half.
So should I be calling her Mary on the broadcast?
Yes.
I know Molly is a nickname, so
yes.
I apologize for that. Everyone.
You're fine. You're fine.
Mary McInerney, so sometimes known as Molly.
Another goal for Benedictine. They've kind of just came out and, like you said, the draw has really been the advantage for them so far.
Yeah, they're definitely controlling the draw. I would say the other huge advantage is the ride, what you call, defense on the clear, almost like a press in basketball.
Yeah.
We've really ridden really well, caused some turnovers in that. So even when Cumberlands gets the ball, we're looking to cause a little disruption with our defense in transition has definitely helped too.
To redo the draw. Tip down and controlled by Moore.
I think they've won all but one draw. Somebody want to check the stats?
I think it's 1 or 2.
Okay. Good look there. Tough play. Let's see how we can limit him here in transition. That's technically another failed clear. Couldn't get it into the offensive end.
And a foul called on the Cumberlands.
We'll have our stat crew work up failed clears as well. Seems to be an early problem for Cumberlands.
Aiden McInerney. Over to Muehlbach.
Looking to get offense set up from the below GLE, goal line extended. Okay, couple picks. Oh, I thought Aiden looked open right there too. Good pick.
Looked like the pass was just a little too high.
Yeah, so what they're running right there is a double screen. You have screens on both sides of the crease, and I think the offensive player really has choice on which way they want to go, which is just so hard to defend. You got a pick coming, and you don't know which way the girl's going. Another failed clear.
Taken away by Ruland. Now Aiden McInerney. Left-handed shot and a goal for Aiden McInerney. That'll be her second of the afternoon.
A little bit of a family tradition with them. They have a wooden stick. Coach Brogan McInerney got a wooden stick, I think, when she was in middle school, and been passed down, and now Aiden's using the wooden stick, so which is kind of a throwback. Not a lot of people use wooden sticks anymore, but obviously with our heritage, with the Native American game, they used to only be wooden sticks. Do you know why lacrosse is called lacrosse, Dakota?
No, I do not.
It is because in French, the word for like the staff that a bishop carries, which kind of looks like a lacrosse stick, where it's called a lacroix. It's L-A, and then I think it's C-R-O-I-X. So that very quickly turned into lacrosse. So if you look at like an old Native American sticks, they look just like a bishop's. Why can't I come up with the right word for that?
I don't know.
Okay. Maybe we'll send it. We'll figure it out like gyrene or something. So
8-1 Benedictine, 18:45 to go in the first half.
This is the third time Benedictine College has ever hosted Cumberlands, and it has happened all within the last year. Last year, men's lacrosse hosted Cumberlands. Then football played in the playoffs, obviously, and
yes,
the women's game today.
And I don't think we had met in any sports previous to that.
Yeah, pretty wild. Two great athletic programs and two great schools. I mean, Cumberlands is a really, really great school.
Have to get a violation on Benedictine.
Natalie's not very happy with that call.
Toller in possession for the Cumberlands. Gets it off to Heim. Pladung in possession for the Cumberlands. Gets it off to Heim. Heim had a little trouble with the pass. Takeaway by Muehlbach.
Gets through the pressure there. Great cut by Aiden. You got to go down and help your midfielders, especially after they make a great defensive play like that, and that's what Aiden did. That was a great play. Heads up play by a freshman, too.
Anne-Marie Manella came in for Emily Ruland after that last goal. A turnover by Benedictine.
Aaron Robert, good deny, though. Even just that can slow them down a little bit.
Katie Brewer in possession for the Cumberlands. And she'll get it off to Kelsey Fearing. Now Emily Heim. The pass errant, picked up by Stephanie Meyer. Now controlled by Barry. We're going to get a free position here for Jacqueline Barry.
I have never seen a play on like that before. If you notice, the referee called that, but allowed to see if maybe she was going to have an advantage. I have not seen that. I don't know if that's in the rule book or not. Never seen it before. First time I've ever seen it.
That's a soccer thing.
Well, lacrosse, men's lacrosse, we do that as well. I've never seen that before. Great shot.
Shot wide from Barry. It'll stay with the Cumberlands.
We might have to send down some grounds crews to get some of these balls out of the snow down there.
Centering pass. Gets away from the Patriots, picked up by Mary McInerney. You get a foul on the Patriots. Pass ahead to Manella. And Manella gets it off to Claire Ryan.
Get the ball through X here. Look to make a little settled offense, but she looks like she had a little bit of advantage there. I didn't dislike that take. Looks like they're locking off Natalie Weckner.
They have Brianna Kuchis face guarding Wechter. Moore into the center, shot wide. It'll stay with Benedictine.
Good chase, heads up by Manelli and Ryan there. Looks like they're attending to Laura on the sideline. She may be hurt. That would be a big storyline.
Yeah, Toller came off. Amanda Phillips came back on for the Cumberlands. Muehlbach with possession for Benedictine. Manella to Mary McInerney. Center, Muehlbach, goal, Benedictine, 9-1 Ravens. On the second goal for Molly Muehlbach.
Great cut, great feed. When they're going to lock off Natalie like that, if she comes up above the last restraining line or the last restricted line, I mean, that's going to really open up the middle of the field because there's nobody inside there. And so cutters like that are going to be more open just because the Cumberland's defense is basically taking one of their defensive players, kind of putting them a little bit further outside the area. So it's definitely something to look at.
So it looked like the middle of the field right in front of the goal was just completely wide open on that possession.
Yeah, no, that was just a great cut. I'm not sure if that was something designed or not, but like I said, Molly Muehlbach's probably one of the higher IQs on the team, and that's definitely a great cut from her.
Lillian Gutierrez is going to come in for Shea West, and she's going to come in and take the draw. Possession to the Cumberlands.
A lot of noise from the crowd on that call, whether or not that was a good call or not.
West comes right back into the game after the draw. Now Heim. Heim centering pass for Barry.
Nice
Shot and a goal for Jacqueline Barry.
Off stick high. I mean, that's a tough shot to make. It's almost like the Raven defense maybe needs a little bit of adjustment on. It's almost like they're kind of playing a high-low and posting us up, putting that ball in the middle and using their body to box out the defensive player. Good stick skills there to make that catch and turn around and get a really good shot off.
So that makes it 9-2 with just past the halfway point in the first half.
We've seen a lot of action in this game, Dakota.
They had 11 goals in the first 15 minutes.
That's a quarter of the game. We're on pace for, quick math, 36 goals. So that's a lot of goals.
That draw was taken by Muehlbach.
But Weckner with the pickup there. Nice ground ball. Nice outlet.
Aiden McInerney.
She's going to push the issue here. Off
Shot.
the post. Oh, great shot.
Picked up by Casey Moore. And it looks like the Ravens will set up their offense. Manella gives back to Aiden McInerney. And
She's always a threat to dodge, so watch out for that.
Ryan will work the offense from X for Benedictine.
A lot of space.
Great fake by Manella and a goal for Anne-Marie Manella to make it 10-2 Benedictine. Manella, the sophomore from Bedford, New Hampshire.
And a generous assist by the stat crew comes down. You make a lacrosse move, it's technically not. I'm stingy.
Great move from Manella to get the goal. And just a minute after the Cumberland scores, Benedictine answers right back to put the lead back to 8.
It looks like Mulebach's taking the draw here. You know, I wonder if Natalie's maybe this was already in the game plan. Maybe coach is seeing something to kind of try to help out Mulebach. Looks like they're warming up, maybe putting another goalie change here for the Patriots.
Crump warming up here right in front of the press box.
Not a lot of green space to warm up right now.
No. Possession will go to Benedictine. Moore in control. Gives off to Aiden McInerney.
I don't know how she just got out of that.
McInerney worked out of probably a quadruple team.
Not a bad look.
Pass from Wechter, too tall for Claire Ryan, so a turnover by Benedictine.
Let's see how we do in the ride here. Definitely pushing down really hard. Looking to stop a lot of momentum from Cumberlands.
Phillips on the near side. Now Kuchis. It's like Cumberland's going to try to switch sides of the field. Ahead Heim. At midfield gives it to Phillips. Phillips couldn't handle the pass. The ball's still loose. Picked up by Casey Moore. Moore to Robber. Robber to Aiden McInerney. Claire Ryan. Feed into the center for Molly Mulebach. She'll pull it back out.
Looking to settle here.
Far side Wechter. And she'll give it up to Mulebach. Now McInerney. Tuller going to come back on for the Patriots.
Good check.
McInerney has it taken away by Emily Heim.
And that's what I will say about an aggressive ride and you know, a team that if we're gonna press out real hard on people, we are gonna get a couple more violations. We're gonna get a couple more things like that. But that's something that we're willing to give up for maybe the turnover. Transition here.
Barry.
Robber is on 10 again here. See how she does denying the ball.
Tuller, like she went down. They're going to call a foul.
That looked like an inadvertent trip, but they usually will call that on both men's and women's. Even if it is inadvertent, you know, they kind of have to call something there.
So it's going to be a free position for Samantha Tuller.
Definitely nothing malicious, but definitely something that they're going to call.
Saved by St. Louis.
A lot of sticks in there, a lot of team defense to help with that save. Roberts open on the far side.
Still loose. Picked up by Manella.
How difficult it is to get through that kind of scrum right there by Manelli is, I mean, it's really tough in the women's game to get through that.
Mulebach has it for Benedictine. A little over 11 minutes to go in the first half. More far side. Gives to Claire Ryan.
Looks like Cumberlands is looking to make a little bit more pressure. I think they know, you know, they need to cause some turnovers, cause some disruption here. Still plenty of time, though. I mean, over 40 minutes worth of gameplay still to go?
Yeah, still just a little over 40 minutes. 10:40 to go in the first half.
Clear day right now. A little overcast, but I do think that rain might become an issue in the second half.
Shot off the post by Casey Moore.
You don't see very many outside shots like that. I mean, that was a laser. That's just such a good shot from just one of a really good goal scorer for the Ravens.
Phillips gets it away to Cabrera.
And that was a quick turn and shot. her conditioning too. I mean, to be the offensive threat that she is, but also just a solid defensive midfielder.
Shot too tall from McInerney, and it'll go to the Patriots.
Good chase by their goalie there to get that ball.
It was a great forced turnover on the far side by Muehlbach to get possession back for Benedictine.
And we didn't quite have numbers there, but that was still a pretty good look. Looks like we're going to have an organized powwow in the middle of the field there. So they're going to run people out each side. So Cumberland's definitely trying to adjust, not going to the base clear, looking to go to more of a clear play, actually. I've also not seen that in the women's game.
It was picked up by Claire Ryan. So that's the first time in 3 years I've seen anything like that. But they're really struggling though on the clear.
Yeah, and that's a good adjustment from their coach to go to something a little bit more organized. Don't just rely on maybe your lacrosse IQ to get the ball upfield. If they're pressing out really hard like we are right now, going to an organized clear like that might be a good idea.
I think we got a foul.
Looked like he started counting, thought maybe too many people. I mean, and gosh.
It's going to be a free position for Wechter.
Yeah, like I said, I mean, she's deadly from this spot.
Shot and a goal for Natalie Wechter. Second goal on the afternoon for the freshman.
Both coming from their free position, right?
Yes. Freshman from Royersford, Pennsylvania. Makes it 11-2.
Scored by number 21, Natalie Wechter.
8:36 to go in the first half. 11-2, Benedictine. I think they're going to have Wechter take the draw this time. Draw picked up by Casey Moore.
Nice split dodge there, too.
Into the center for Ryan, and a goal. Claire Ryan from Casey Moore, and it's 12-2, Benedictine.
Dakota, I will say I'm pretty shocked by the results so far. Talking to Coach McGee earlier this week, when they've really come across East Coast teams that are really talented, mainly at the national tournament. I think they've run up against the number one seed both times. It hasn't been a great result for the Ravens. I definitely think so far, this is just a great display of how this team has developed, how this team has grown. Recruiting has just come in and, just filled a lot of, empty positions.
So if I'm not mistaken, the clock will start to run regardless now with a 10-goal lead.
I believe you're correct, yes. Not many, there are no running clocks on the men's side except for certain situations that I won't talk about.
.805 to go, 12-2. Benedictine. Draw one again by the Ravens. Again picked up by Moore. McInerney to McInerney.
Good shot, good save though. That's a great save. Tough save to make.
Crump back in goal for the Cumberlands.
Good look too. That was a great outlet, getting it up the field.
And Toller's pass.
Too high.
Picked up by Eder.
Good pick off there.
Eder there to pick it up again. And she's fouled. She'll get it off to Mary McInerney. And Mary McInerney ahead to Casey Moore.
Great crowd today at the Raven Athletic Complex.
All weather considered.
Yes, well, I was about to say, I mean, like, if it was a little bit nicer, there'd probably be a lot more out there. Men's lacrosse team out in force, as always, so hopefully they'll keep themselves under control over there.
Moore fouled, and she's going to get a free position shot here.
I mean, like I said, she's going to put her body on the line. I mean, we have a couple really fearless players on this team. I would say that Aiden, Molly, and Casey both are just willing to just fly into the middle like that and just kind of lay it all on the line.
So it'll be a free position for Casey Moore.
I'm pretty sure Coach got a sponsorship from OxyClean to clean her jersey, so that's nice.
Moore.
Oh, nice save.
Good save from Crump.
That was the look she wanted. I mean, that was a good shot. She got the goalie to come off her line a little bit. I mean, but that was just a really good save.
Possession will stay with Benedictine.
Nice catch.
Muleblock will reset. Aiden McInerney, Wechter couldn't complete the turn and is taken away by Trinity Brown.
That's as Weckner develops, next year and so on, she'll develop a little bit more of a right-hand threat, and definitely she'll probably finish that in her sophomore campaign.
Foul called on Ostrander.
I thought that was pretty good defense, but good call by the referee.
Centering pass for Toller and a goal for Samantha Toller.
I mean, there's nothing you can really do when Toller's going to have hands like that. I mean, be able to catch that ball. On a full sprint, not a lot of room for error there. Great catch, great shot.
I'm going to get 12-3 in favor of Benedictine. So we'll go back to normal clock rules now. 5:22 to go in the first half.
Does she have 2 goals for them or just one?
Yes, just one. Barry has the other 2.
Okay.
Draw picked up by Claire Ryan.
It's a good ground ball.
Off to Moore. Mary McInerney will give it back to Casey Moore. Now to the top to Natalie Wechter.
I'll tell you that, the game's been so fast-paced today. We have not had any issue with the shot clock. I mean, I don't think we've even come close to having a shot clock violation on either side. Both sides are playing a high pace, looking to get looks really quick in the possession. Oh, man, I thought she was going to settle that. Natalie's length and height, she's just going to be a great threat on the inside.
Turnover by Benedictine. Crump has it for the Cumberlands. Inside 4.5 to go in the first half. And the pass going to get away. On the far side, it'll go to Benedictine.
So really with the ride that we're kind of setting up here, good pass on the inside.
Ryan went down in the middle.
A lot of contact on the inside there.
They'll give it back to Crump. Picked up by Phillips. Now Brown.
Seeing a little bit of fatigue from the attackers. This all-out ride and kind of onslaught on offense is definitely kind of looking to start to take a toll on them. Let's see if we can make sure we can head into halftime with, a still a good lead.
Heim with possession now for the Patriots.
Dakota, as you can see, a couple of the Cumberlands players have helmets on. Number 23, I think there's a couple other girls. It's definitely a new wave for the women's game, but women's lacrosse does have one of the higher levels of concussions, and so it's been a big push recently. More and more girls are electing to wear them.
Toller shot wide,
It's a great shot.
and they're going to get
they're going to get her with a free.
They're going to get a free position here for Samantha Toller.
Looked like maybe they called a push, as she was releasing that ball.
Toller shot and another goal for Samantha Toller. I'll make it 12 for Benedictine. 2:52 to go in the first half. 2 straight goals for the Patriots.
That's what's so interesting about women's lacrosse. I mean, you can go from 10-goal advantage, running clock. Cumberland scores 2 goals, 8. It's an 8 goal lead, which really. When you have a player, when you have 2 players like Cumberlands do that can score so quickly, really you can see that lead evaporate really quickly. You can have a game where you had a running clock, but then, be right back into the game. I definitely would not count Cumberlands out. They're number 3 team in the country for a reason. I think last year they went 17-2 or
something
about that.
Something in that they got to the national semifinals. He got beat by Indiana Tech. Possession to the Patriots. Picked up on the far side by Fladung, ahead to Toller.
Nice
Toller. Save by Taryn St. Louis.
That's a big save by Taryn, on the doorstep there.
Pass ahead to Wechter. Wechter off to Aiden McInerney.
2:15 to play. I'm not going to tell Coach McGee what to do here, but, you got a timeout. As my dad always says, you might as well use them. So, girls are looking a little tired. Maybe call a timeout here. So, I apologize for second-guessing you, Coach McGee.
Ryan into the center for
Great
Wechter.
Look.
Wechter has it knocked away.
She was looking to kind of have an underhand shovel there. Looks like the rain's starting to come down now. We'll see how that changes the game. I'm not really sure how that affects their sticks. On the men's side, it definitely is a big change for us.
Actually, it was Aiden McInerney who was fouled.
Free position here.
And she'll take the shot. It's saved by Crump.
Interesting that she didn't, look to go straight at it. Man, these are big old raindrops. This is the – oh, nice. It's hail. That's really exciting. Welcome to Kansas University of the Cumberlands.
Their football team learned that, too. It was really cold that day.
Yes, it was. It was bone-chilling cold that day. Double overtime thriller, right?
Yes, I was on top of the press box for all of it.
I was not. I was cold, but I was not on top of the press box.
Inside a minute to go. Picked up on the far side.
On the men's side, Cumberland's picked up a big win this early on in the season, beat Reinhardt earlier this week. So men's and women's, very strong. 41 seconds left. See if they can make some noise here. Look to push the issue.
Phillips in possession on the near side. Works around Claire Ryan. Pass affected by Wechter.
try to keep everything in front of me here. Not much time left. You're probably not going to be able to push the issue on offense.
You get a foul on Benedictine. They got a card on Rihanna England.
She almost headbutted her, so.
20.5 to go.
Now, I don't know the rules in men's lacrosse. If there's a penalty like this and you retain possession at the end of the half, there will be no draw, and then you start with the ball. So I don't know if that's the case in women's. So we'll see. I mean, if maybe it gets down to under 10 seconds left, they might elect to hold it. I'm not sure if that's the rule or not. I don't have my rule book handy.
Barry from behind the net.
Looking to push the issue.
Shot was too high. Centering fast. Deflected by Benedictine, and we will head into the half. 12-4 Ravens. You're watching Ravens Women's Lacrosse on BRSN.
Shakespeare once said, "Some are born great, and some have greatness thrust upon them. The rest of us," he said, "have to achieve greatness." We know exactly what he means. Be not afraid of greatness. Achieve it. Benedictine College, where greatness begins. Shakespeare once said, "Some are born great, and some have greatness thrust upon them. The rest of us," he said, "have to achieve greatness." We know exactly what he means. Be not afraid of greatness. Achieve it. Benedictine College, where greatness begins. Shakespeare once said, "Some are born great, and some have greatness thrust upon them. The rest of us," he said, "have to achieve greatness." We know exactly what he means. Be not afraid of greatness. Achieve it. Benedictine College, where greatness begins.
Back at the BC Athletic Complex, 12-4. The number 8 ranked Ravens lead the number 3 ranked Patriots of the University of the Cumberlands. Ravens have outshot the Patriots 23-13. Ground balls 15-5 in favor of Benedictine. Draw controls 10-7 in favor of the Ravens. Goals for Benedictine: Claire Ryan with 2, Casey Moore with 2, Aiden McInerney with 2, Molly Muehlbach with 2, and Natalie Wechter with 2. For the
Mary McInerney with 1. That's a balanced scoring attack for the Ravens.
And Toller and Barry each with 2 for the Cumberlands. England going to have to serve, I think it's minute 40.
Something like that.
I think it came with about 20 seconds left in the first half. So England will have to serve the last minute 40. Have to redo the draw. So back to midfield. Picked up by Molly Muehlbach. And she has it knocked away. And gets it off to Aiden McInerney. Ahead to Wechter. And the Ravens will reset their offense.
Good pull out there. Good decision to bring the ball back out to the outside. Reassess things. Get the ball through X here.
Ruland to Muehlbach. Muehlbach to Moore. Mary McInerney. Errant pass. Be picked up by Claire Ryan.
Women's lacrosse, you see a lot of switching even when they're in man-to-man. I believe Cumberlands is in a zone, though, right now, in kind of more of a straight-up zone. I might be wrong.
Picked up by Crump. Picked off by Wechter. And a goal
Nice finish.
for Natalie Wechter.
Is that number 3 for her, hat trick?
Yes, hat trick again for the freshman. And I'll make it 13-4 Benedictine.
Ravens goal. Scored by number 21, Natalie Wechter.
No goalie change at half, by the way, for the Ravens. Still Taryn St. Louis. Like I said earlier, Teresa Petricelli is a pretty good goalie, too.
So she was the goalie all year.
Yeah, she
last
started
year.
every game last year.
It's nice to have 2 goalies like that.
Yeah.
That both have a lot of experience. Taryn played a lot her freshman year.
Mm-hmm. Great Raven family, the Petricellis as well. Francis and Kiki both went here. Actually, the men in their family went to DeMatha High School, which is a big men's lacrosse powerhouse high school in Baltimore. The more you know, man.
The more you know. The more you know.
And I like it also if Kiki's listening. What's going on, Kiki? How are you?
Draw controlled by Casey Moore to Aiden McInerney.
Ooh, tough pass.
Claire Ryan got a little handcuffed on that one.
A little bit too far inside for Claire to handle.
But Ryan does come away with possession.
It's one of those no-risk pass sometimes. If you know that she's going to be able to at least get a piece of it, then maybe it's going to be out in front of her, so then she's going to have a chance to pick up the ball, so it's not a turnover.
Back to even strength. Muehlbach with possession. Wechter into the center for Moore. Moore shot, goal. Hat trick for Casey Moore. And it's now 14-4 Benedictine.
Another great shot. Another great cut. It's the story of the day.
Perfectly placed shot from Casey Moore.
Assisted by number 21, Natalie Wechter.
Wechter with the assist.
What is that? 3 goals, 2 assists for her. It's a pretty good day for a freshman.
Actually, her first assist.
Oh, never mind. Sorry. Still a good day. And she's going to get a quick breathe on the sideline here. Look like Anne-Marie Manelli was subbed on.
Yeah, Manella in. Wechter will get probably not a very long break. Refs conversing. And the clock will now run.
Looks like the Patriots are warming up their goalie again. So it looks like they might be making a goalie switch again.
Muehlbach to take the draw for Benedictine. Picked up by Mary McInerney. Manella to Aiden McInerney. Centering pass for Ryan. She lost it. It's picked up by Toller, and Toller will get it off to Crump. She'll get it out to Fladung. Fladung to back to Brown. Brown couldn't control the pass. She'll gain possession, give it back to Crump. Pass to Heim. Heim ahead to Brewer.
It's always that terrible. And you can hear people talking in the background. It's so annoying. They don't just mute.
Taken away by Benedictine, taken away by Robber. Robber ahead to Aiden McInerney.
Robber is definitely an unsung hero of this team. Great defensive player, but she has the ability to move the ball up in transition, which, a lot of times on the defensive end, sometimes maybe they don't have that skill set. But she's just really a great player for us.
McInerney fouled.
I believe she's a triplet as well. I always like the human interest pieces to go, just trying
I've noticed.
Yeah. My mom's a big Oprah fan, so.
Moore.
Oh, I don't know how she lost that ball, trying to get it to the outside, accidentally turned it over.
So turnover by Benedictine. Will give it back to the Cumberlands. 25-35 to go. Crump still with the ball. Crump having trouble finding somebody open. Possession will go to Benedictine.
Maybe a moving screen on the opposite side. I'm not sure what the call was over there on the far sideline. I think it maybe was a moving screen. I'm not sure.
Moore to Aiden McInerney. Far side Manella.
Referees actually just missed offsides on Cumberlands there.
Moore to Ryan. Pass to Muehlbach. Errant, but it gets to Mary McInerney, who has it knocked away. Still loose. This time will be picked up by Manella. Into the center for Moore.
Great athleticism there to make that catch, pull it down.
Now Ryan.
I think it was a pretty good decision not to turn and shoot as well. A little miscommunication there.
Manella off to Mary McInerney.
Good cut by Emily. 10's Emily Rulin, right?
Yes. Into the center, Moore.
Good save.
Save there from Crump. her 6th save.
Looking to push transition here. They have numbers.
Heim off to Berry, and a goal for Jacqueline Berry. The assist to Emily Heim. Make it 14-5 Benedictine, 23:32 to go.
Off the running clock.
Patriots goal. Scored by number 12, Jacqueline Berry. Assisted by number 11.
Wechter going to come back into the game. Emily Ruland will come off.
What's the actual score here?
Wechter back in. She'll take the draw.
St. Mary's face-off guys are good.
Draw won by Wechter.
Good look on the inside there.
Wechter gets it back. Shot too high. She sent a laser over the bar.
She was looking for that kill shot. I mean, that was a up-top shot.
Possession will stay with the Ravens. Far side, Casey Moore.
Good look to the inside. Nice save.
Saved by Crump.
Great save.
Picked up by Mary McInerney. Pass gets away. Picked up by Toller. Great defensive play by Megan Ostrander.
Looking to go the other way. We do not have numbers here. I'd like to see us. Oh, never mind. Don't listen to me. Shoot it. Oh, dang. Sorry.
Shot from Claire Ryan, saved by Emily Crump.
Every time I've said they should pull it out, they usually push it, and most of the time they've scored. So maybe it's a good thing I don't coach women's lacrosse.
Webb with possession. Back to Phillips, now to Trinity Brown. Brown with the clear. Barry. Into the center. Heim couldn't handle the pass. She had a clean look if she would have handled it cleanly.
That was a good look to the inside there.
Now Toller.
Looking for a one-on-one there onto the inside. Good score.
And a goal for Samantha Toller. Hat trick for the junior from Randolph Center, Vermont.
Patriots goal. Scored by number 10, Samantha Toller.
So we're going to get a timeout called by Benedictine. 21:18 to go. Ravens lead at 14-6. You're watching Raven Women's Lacrosse on BRSN.
A wise man once said, "The world offers you comfort, but you were not made for comfort. You were made for greatness." Discover what you were made for. Benedictine College, where greatness begins.
Dakota Smith, Mark Blaze here with you this afternoon. Number 8 Ravens leading the number 3 Patriots 14-6.
So great time out there by Coach McGee. Dakota right there. Okay, so how has Toller scored her goals so far up until that point?
Free positions.
Yeah, or, cutting through the middle, catching, shooting. Okay, right there, they get the ball to Toller on the backside below Gio Lee. Okay, so then it's harder to deny her the ball. Then she's going to one-on-one dodge. And so then Coach needs to kind of get to the drawing board, say, hey, if number 10 gets the ball below Gio Lee, here's what we're going to do. We're going to have a slide ready. We're going to have help ready. And this is what we're going to try to do. So that's definitely why Coach called that timeout to discuss that with her crew.
Ruland back into the game. Muehlbach off right now for Benedictine. Draw picked up by Ruland. Ruland off to Manella. Manella will get it to Claire Ryan. Now Moore. Wechter to Aiden McInerney. McInerney
to the inside.
Wechter, goal Benedictine. Fourth goal. Fourth goal for Wechter. My stats hadn't updated.
How many goals did she have against in that Rockers game? 4 as well.
Four as well.
I definitely feel like she's been a bigger game change in this game. I wonder if it's maybe a little bit of piece of it is Cumberlands can match our speed, but like I said, with her height, her length, that's definitely a huge advantage that she has in the middle.
I lost stats again, Josh. I know. I'm just. Fourth goal for Wechter, 15-6 in favor of Benedictine. Picked up by Eder. She's fouled. Eder off to Ruland. Ruland to Manella. Manella ahead to Mary McInerney. McInerney gets it off to Claire Ryan. Now the Ravens will set up. Aiden McInerney near side. Offside. Cumberland's had too many.
Why that's not a penalty, I don't really know. It's not really any if there's no punishment then for doing that.
It resets the shot clock.
Oh, okay, that's a big deal.
They reset the shot clock. Ruland to Ryan. McInerney.
Going to the inside. Nice shot. Nice save.
Save from Crump on the bounce shot from Mary McInerney.
She's really had shots below the belt. She's really had a good handle on. It's whenever the Ravens decide to kind of raise the bar on their shots that she's maybe struggled a little bit more. But she's a great goalie.
Pass ahead to Brown. Mishandles it for a moment. They get a foul on Claire Ryan.
Claire Ryan's brother, high school All-American at Rockhurst High School, and now currently plays at Holy Cross. Once again, human interest pieces.
Toller.
We got to have a quick slide here coming. Okay, they get rid of it.
Got a foul, so Toller's going to get a free position. Toller shot saved by St. Louis.
Wow, that's a big time save. St. Louis out there quarterbacking. Oh, and she definitely thought that Weckner was going to go a little bit deeper for that ball. That was honestly a pretty good outlet from her.
Pass ahead to Barry for the Cumberlands. Barry's fouled.
Kind of thought that was a high check there again, but I guess it wasn't.
Turned over by the Patriots.
Good collection by Aiden McInerney there. I think she's going for it here. Oh, and miscommunication there with Claire Ryan.
So Ravens give it right back. Crump in possession. Gets it over to Kuchis. Pass nearly taken away by Ostrander.
That was a good jump. I thought that was a good risk to take there.
Fearing to West. Foul was called on England. A pass taken away by Riley Etter. Etter gets it off to Mary McInerney. She'll give it off to Manella. And the Ravens will slow things down.
Good settle there, but Cumberland's looking to pressure a little bit. You can see they're pushing out adjacently of the ball, trying to kind of pressurize the passes a little bit more, just in case there is maybe a stumble with the ball or something.
Center pass for Moore.
I was about to say, though, that's the look you might give up, though. If you're going to push out adjacently, you're going to give up cutters. Manelli with a good cut there.
McInerney back to the other McInerney.
Good take by Casey.
Moore shot went off of Crump's stick, then off of the crossbar.
That was a good save.
Possession will stay with Benedictine.
It's a game of inches.
Moore out to Aiden McInerney. McInerney. Into the center for Manella. Shot saved by Crump.
Great cut. Another shot clock restart.
Out to Wechter. A lot of time coming off the clock on this possession for Benedictine.
We've really been patient, gotten some good looks. Obviously two shots that could have been clean saves, or two shots that could have been goals. Could have gone either way. Ended up coming back into the Ravens' hands.
Manella gives to Moore. Moore to Ruland.
Good backdoor cut.
McInerney
Huge
saved by Crump.
Oh my gosh, that's a gigantic save. I mean, that was a hard shot too. That's a tough save to make. Good outlet too.
Outlet, flat on pass.
And that's one of the most underrated parts about being a goalie is those outlets. You can make or break a game. with your outlets. A lot of people can save the ball. Less people can make those great outlets that are just kind of game-changing situations.
Clear for the Cumberlands. Toller with possession. Just over 14 minutes to go in the game.
We need help quick here. She's going to dodge. Like to see a lot of help.
Shot and a goal for Amanda Phillips on the feed from Samantha Toller.
A little disorganization on the Raven defensive front there. Thought they gave up probably 2 good cutters there that definitely went unnoticed, untouched. You cannot give up a shot like that from the inside of the goal.
15-7 Benedictine, 13:52 remaining in the game. Muehlbach back in the game. I think Wechter came off again. Still loose, picked up by Heim for the Patriots.
We definitely have struggled to control the draw a little bit more in the second half.
Fearing gives to Toller. Toller can't get the shot off.
But how she still had possession of the ball is really incredible.
Foul called on Benedictine.
Yeah, it looked like a high check near the dangerous check near the head. Thought there was probably maybe 2 of those. They might be reaching for a card here. Referees congregating for a quick second. They are going to draw the card here on Casey Moore.
Be a yellow given to Moore. Free position coming for Samantha Toller. Toller shot and a goal for Samantha Toller.
She's definitely been all that's advertised. I mean, she's a great lacrosse player. I think she can do a lot of different things. We've seen her feed. We've seen her shoot. We've seen her dodge. We've seen her free position. We've seen her do a lot of different things. She's a really accomplished player. Do we know was she a college All-American last year? An AIA All-American?
Fourth goal for Toller.
And Dakota, do you know was she a first team All-American?
I'd
assume so.
I would like to assume so.
Okay. And when was their season cut short last year? Were they knocked out in the semifinals?
Semifinals.
By SCAD or by?
I think it was Indiana Tech.
Okay, Indiana Tech.
Draw controlled by Mary McInerney.
Nice look onto the inside, but turnover.
Toller fouled as she comes down with it.
Pushed by McInerney there.
She's actually the reigning NAIA Player of the Year.
Wow. Coach McGee urging her girls to settle down a little bit. Don't have to force that, and definitely don't need to give up that that foul there. Let your ride set up. It's been successful so far. You don't need to rush. You don't need to push. You don't need to high check. Uh-oh. Fast break here. Opportunity onto the inside. Comes out. She's going right back in. Nice fake.
Toller has it for Cumberlands. And another goal for Samantha Toller.
right there, you can hear the coaches on the sideline urging the girls to help out a little bit more there. But, you know, when a player of that caliber gets in a situation like that, you know, really inside of 12 yards with nobody around them, a lot of green space, that's a situation that she's going to be able to get to the goal almost every time. No one-on-one defender is going to be able to stop her there. You got a team defense there. So you could hear the pleas from Coach McGee after that goal talking about that more.
Aiden McInerney going to come out. Natalie Wechter back in. Fladung, Berry, and Crump were also All-Americans for the Patriots last year.
Wow.
All first-team All-Americans.
I mean, they're definitely not out of this one right now. 12 minutes to go, six-goal game. Definitely not, you know, I said it when they were down by 8 in the first half, you know, definitely not out of it. A team of this caliber, especially with them doing a lot better at the draw, not turning the ball over quite as much in the clear game, and their goalies come up with some big saves here in the second half. It's definitely propelled them to a lot closer of a game. Maybe that's the eternal pessimist in me, but
12 saves so far today for Emily Crump.
Still underneath that 50% for the day, but still, you know, a good day. She's made some big saves.
She's actually only allowed 10 of the goals, so she's above 50.
Oh, wow. Okay, sorry. Thank you for that stat check real quick, Dakota. Thank you for the correction. I apologize, everyone.
Another draw won by the Patriots.
And something that you're noticing maybe at home is they run their draw specialists off every single time. Not as many teams do that in the women's game. In the men's game, a lot more of them do. But their draw specialist, number 16, she's coming off the field almost every time when it goes on to the offensive end. And I believe she's been going off on the defensive end as well. So it's pretty interesting.
Pass gets away from Toller.
We got to get this ball up and get it out of there.
You get a foul, and it's going to go to Benedictine. Eder out to England.
Great
Gets it out to
lever
Ruland.
pass. Wow. Rihanna England, that was a great pass. That was a very impressive little lever pass there. People all over her hands just lobbed it up there, understanding that you just miss long, and she can go get it.
Behind the net, Ruland tried to feed Mulebach. She couldn't come down cleanly with the pass. Be picked up by Kuchis. Crump's outlet pass ahead to Fladung.
Anne-Marie is pretty quick here.
Fladung has it knocked away, but they're going to get a card on Benedictine. That's on Moore.
You know, I'm not questioning the call at all there. I think she probably did get hit. But from my vantage point, I could see that play. If you notice, the ref was way behind in that situation and definitely reacted to her reaction. I think she for sure got hit, but definitely is something that, you know, as this game gets faster and faster. Oh, wow. Non-releasable 2 minutes here. Collection of penalty cards there. Yeah, non-releasable means that if they score a goal, usually the penalty would be released. But in this situation, they're going to have 2 minutes, one girl up for a full 2 minutes, no matter if they score 4 goals or they score no goals. But they got a goal in, 15-10, non-releasable.
So a goal there for Phillips. That's her second.
Actually, I think we're going to get we're going to wave this goal off, I think. I think we're going to call a dangerous shot. And I believe that is a time-serving penalty. So then that is a big break for the Ravens. If I'm reading lips correctly from 60 yards away.
I think you're right because Phillips is coming off.
Wow, that is a monster call. Definitely, I'd love to see the replay on that. Rihanna England definitely got hit there. You know, I didn't quite see it, but we are going to see the replay here.
Yeah, it looked like England got hit on the follow-through.
Yeah, she went down right away. That did not look fun. But that's actually back to the concussions. I mean, that's where a lot of the concussions actually end up happening, is from those dangerous follow-throughs. So that's why they've really.
I think they're going to take England out of the game too.
Yeah, they're just a little worried that she maybe got hit right in the head. I think she maybe got more caught in the shoulder. They're
going to bring Aiden McInerney back in.
So now here, Dakota, this is a little cat and mouse here. In this situation, if we score, their penalty releases. Ours would still be time serving. So, sometimes in this situation, maybe if there was less time on the clock and it was maybe a little bit of a closer game, you almost wouldn't want to score because then it would release their penalty.
Only 7 seconds came off from the penalty on Moore.
Yeah, so in this situation, you'd almost rather just play, girl down on both sides, kill your penalty, and in the process kill their penalty. It's almost a better situation for you in that situation.
Mary McInerney gives back to Muehlbach. That takes some time off the clock.
But they're going to go for it. I mean, this Raven team knows one speed, and that's to go.
Wechter lost it ahead to Brown. Brown ahead to Brewer.
Looks like they have numbers here, too. We need to get in on the backside. Okay, watch out for the cutters. Good defense.
Foul called on Ostrander on the far side. Pass to Heim. Heim will give off to Tuller.
I would maybe consider that maybe one of those times where that was a good foul there, that push. Sometimes that allows your team to kind of fall in on the backside. Nice save.
Saved by St. Louis. Picked up by Emily Ruland. Ruland ahead to Mary McInerney.
McInerney's got room down the sideline. Looks like our penalty is going to release in 15 seconds. The referee, a little interference there.
Inadvertent screen. And Casey Moore back on, so Benedictine 1 up.
Ravens are back to full strength.
They stopped play because they thought the Ravens were offsides and they weren't.
In that situation, when there's no advantage going to be had by the Ravens, in that situation, maybe you should double check and count. But, definitely in a situation, where we're going straight towards the cage, that would have been a terrible inadvertent whistle. But nice goal.
Off of the rebound, Claire Ryan.
Great rebound, great goal.
Looked like it just bounced right out of the stick of Emily Crump and into the stick of Claire Ryan, and a goal
and that's
for the freshman.
So, women's sticks, their pocket and their head is not as deep. Most people know that. But the goalie's pockets are also not as deep. And so then I believe that a men's goalie stick can be 3 ball lengths deep. I think that a women's goalie can only be 2. That's going to mean more rebounds. It's a lot harder to control the ball when you don't have that deep pocket for a goalie. And so it's a lot harder to control those rebounds. And so kind of saw it right there. That's been maybe 4 rebounds. So I think we maybe have a collection of cards on Casey Moore, which made her disqualified. Is that?
So what's going to happen?
I don't think they can go back and disallow the goal. Cumberland's coach looks to be like she was right in this situation. Pretty upset with the referees. Looks like we're still having discussion on the sideline. Referees are discussing this.
That is a second yellow on Moore, or it was. Now I think they're going to come over and explain this to Coach McGee.
A lot of hooping and hollering going on from the sideline. I don't know if they're going to put Casey Moore in the doghouse for the rest of the game like that. Definitely won't be comfortable. I hope she gets a chair. She's clearly pretty upset. She's a gamer, like I've said. I mean,
yeah.
she really comes at the game with a high intensity. But we're not. I mean, what do we got going on here? We have a lot of confusion going on the sideline and in the box.
So what are they gonna do? They disallowed the goal.
Did they put time back on the clock too?
So the goal scored by Claire Ryan is disallowed.
That seems pretty silly. I mean, that was a long period of time. I mean, Casey was on there for.
This isn't soccer. If she's, you put the sub in.
I think they're going to say it's Cumberland's ball here too.
I think that's exactly what's happening. What is going on?
I think we're going to get a draw. A lot of confusion. So actually in this situation, so the way they do this is that it's a restart. Cumberland's get the balls, but everyone has to be inside of their possession box. And so then that's what they were doing there.
Okay.
You can't have the full advantage. But I'm a little confused on the ruling as well. I did not think that we would be disallowed for the remainder of the game. Well, and the goal that seems kind of seemed like a referee mistake.
Toller with possession.
Great catch.
Fearing shot and a goal for Kelsey Fearing. That's going to make it 15-10.
Our box just did a great job figuring out some of the situation there. In this situation, so it's almost like Casey Moore just got 2 penalties. So she got the red card, but then we're also going to get another penalty for having an extra player on the field. And so then that's why I think maybe we're man down for 2 more minutes. I'm kind of confused by that. We definitely didn't have any clarification. We did not get any clarification from the referees, and the rain is really starting to come down out here on an overcast, foggy day here in Atchison, Kansas.
Yeah, so you could probably, when the camera zooms out a little bit more, you can see the fog. You can barely see some of the trees that are just blocking 2 blocks away.
Yeah, the skyline of Atchison is definitely blocked from the viewpoint today. I mean, can we get Casey Moore underneath the tent at least? I mean, she's just standing out in the rain for no reason. Or a chair, either one. Concerned parent up here.
Still loose, picked up by Molly Muehlbach.
Great ground ball by Molly. I'd love to see us, take some time here, settle ourselves, get back to what we were doing in the first half, which is sending those cutters, getting that ball through GLE, not forcing the issue. I definitely think we're a better feeding team from below GLE than above GLE, at least today.
Hayden McInerney gives it off to her older sister.
Oh, my Lanta. That was
As Phillips laid out McInerney.
That would be a penalty in the men's game. So definitely a penalty in the women's game.
That's saying something because it
Yeah.
takes a lot to get a penalty in men's
I mean,
lacrosse.
that was probably a late cross-check. So then you get a cross-check and a late cross-check. I definitely think that was a little over the top there.
So Phillips comes off, and McInerney's going to get a free position. Rain really coming down hard right now. But that's also the second on Phillips. That's her second yellow. He should have, though. Free position coming from Mary McInerney. McInerney shot, goal for Mary McInerney. And a big answer there for Benedictine.
Much needed goal there. Get it to 6 goals 7 minutes to go. Whether or not this is going to be even strength, I have no idea. I mean,
I think we're good.
I think we got a timeout here.
Yeah, I think timeout called by the Cumberlands. 7:02 remaining in the game. 16-10 at Benedictine. You're watching Raven Women's Lacrosse on BRSN.
A wise man once said, "The world offers you comfort, but you were not made for comfort. You were made for greatness." Discover what you were made for. Benedictine College, where greatness begins.
Still mass confusion up here.
They're verifying that Casey Moore is not going to get a chair, and she has to stand out in the weather real quick. I appreciate that, referee. Maybe we can verify other things instead of just that Casey Moore is standing in one location.
It seemed like that's what they were worried about.
I mean, seriously, he pointed
Seriously.
at Casey. He was like, don't let her go underneath the tent. She's not allowed to do that. Get another yellow card. It's kind of ridiculous. I mean, we're still one person down. They at least have 15 off. I'm just kind of confused on what's going on.
I think we're all confused, so it's okay.
Yeah.
2 minutes for the extra penalty should have already been up. But, well, no, actually, it would have to still be another minute.
We're going to leaving the possession area early, so it's going to be the Raven ball.
Wechter ahead to Aiden McInerney.
Claire Ryan. That's a wise decision. I really like that decision by Claire Ryan to pull it out. I think she probably maybe could have forced the issue. They're doubling the ball here. Oh. Doubling the ball here. Need some steady hands. Cool minds too.
Manila. Far side for Ryan. Now Mary McInerney. Back.
So
Clean takeaway by Aiden McInerney.
There should be a reset of the shot clock there. I'm hoping that it reset because that was a clear possession by Cumberlands there. So maybe, reset shot clock. 6:04 to go. 6-goal lead here for the Ravens. Okay, so we're now back even. So there must have been a penalty that was not described well enough that the box knew about it. Nice shot by Claire Ryan.
That was
Molly Muehlbach.
Muehlbach shot high. It'll stay with Benedictine. 5:45 remaining.
You want to go do that? Yeah, it's a coach, though. I'd rather... No, go do it. It's Brogan.
Centering pass. We're going to get a foul on Mary McInerney. .5:33 to go.
It's not supposed to start. It's self-restart. So, see, now they're going to freaking delay it. Because she was an inch too close to the imaginary line. They put so much in the hands of the officials in the women's game, it's not even funny. And they tried to at least change that. Now what?
Get a foul on Aiden McInerney.
We kind of saw this
Webb
in the
loses
Rockers
possession.
game. I kind of saw this in the Rockers game, too, where the game just sometimes gets a little choppy when, referees seem to insert themselves, or maybe start trying to make up for things. Rauber cool under pressure. Oh, that was a good pass, but, you can't let your defender be getting attacked like that for that long.
Foul again called on Benedictine inside 5 minutes to go.
Turnover.
Picked up by Robber.
And we're going to have a card here on Cumberlands. Or are we not?
I don't think we are.
No, I think we are.
Yes, we are. It's going to be on Kelsey Fearing. Ravens will go man up.
I definitely do not blame either coach for being upset with the refereeing thus far. I just feel like it's been a little inconsistent. And also, if they're confused on the sideline, we're definitely a little bit even more confused up here. So
everybody down on that field knows the game better than we do. And if there's confusion down there, yeah, you're right. We're both beyond confused at this point. 4:49 to go. Benedictine leading by 6.
So you got an attacker coming all the way up to get the ball there in Claire Ryan, which is, a good move in this situation, trying to get steadier hands, get that ball. Don't think that was a push, but that's okay,
They called it on Muehlbach. Both of them were.
Yeah. That's one of those things where, she kind of goes to the ground. I definitely don't think that it was a terrible call, but
And they're going to send McInerney back to hound the goalie.
Well, we're one girl up, so then we have one person that can guard the goalie in that situation.
Brown on tiptoeing the sideline.
That's the second time Molly McInerney's gone down, and I hope she's not hurt.
Shot in a goal for Tuller. 6th goal for Samantha Tuller.
Brings it to 5, and when was the last time we were within 5 over here?
Yeah, it was 15 to 10.
It was 15
It was
to 10.
it was
Okay.
15 to 10.
Okay.
Patriots goal. Scored by number 10, Samantha Tuller. Assisted by number 24, Trinity Brown.
Brown with the assist. 4:05 to go. Benedictine leading by 5.
This is the part that I don't get. We have deteriorating field conditions, and you guys are going to sit out there and talk for 20 minutes after.
Refs conversing again. Wechter and Toller going to take the draw. .405 remaining in the game.
The rain is really starting to come down out there.
Picked up.
Fans huddling for warmth on the sideline.
Fladung.
Casey Moore has found shelter.
Fearing on the far side, gets it to Toller.
Yep, spin move there. Inside position.
And a goal for Jacqueline Berry. And just like that, it's a 4-goal game.
You know, when you get to that spot, technically we usually call that the island, the 5x5. If you get to the 5x5 and it's one-on-one, you know, it's really hard to defend. Either you can roll back, you can go over the top, you can question mark, you can rocker step. I mean, there's a lot of different things you can do from that position. That's deadly in both the men's and women's game.
4th goal for Berry.
.342 to go, 16-12. Let's see if the Ravens can pull this one out. Hard-fought game.
Patriots have outscored the Ravens 8-4 in the second half.
We have one disallowed goal on there. So
Draw still loose. Picked up by Toller. She has it knocked away. Picked up by Ruland.
don't make that pass. Don't make that pass.
Ruland fouled.
Saw Claire Ryan streaking down the field right there. Definitely was a tempting pass to make. You know, first half you make that pass. Second half, maybe it's a little bit more dangerous to make. Good dodge there. Good switch of the hands. Nice save.
Saved by Crump, and she went down hard.
So the ball's loose, and we're just going to blow it out.
And we're going to take a timeout. Crump still down for the Patriots. You're watching Raven Women's Lacrosse on BRSN.
A wise man once said, "The world offers you comfort, but you were not made for comfort. You were made for greatness." Discover what you were made for. Benedictine College, where greatness begins. A wise man once said, "The world offers you comfort, but you were not made for comfort. You were made for greatness." Discover what you were made for. Benedictine College, where greatness begins. A wise man once said, "The world offers you comfort, but you were not made for comfort. You were made for greatness." Discover what you were made for. Benedictine College, where greatness begins. A wise man once said, "The world offers you comfort, but you were not made for comfort. You were made for greatness." Discover what you were made for. Benedictine College, where greatness begins. A wise man once said, "The world offers you comfort, but you were not made for comfort. You were made for greatness." Discover what you were made for. Benedictine College, where greatness begins.
Crump had to be helped off.
She made a really great save, and as she turned, I think that maybe her knee, something maybe happened, maybe just a twinge. I'm not sure what happened. So
yeah, they're gonna. It's like she can't put any pressure down whatsoever on that right leg. Don't like to speculate.
Her cleat is off. It actually maybe is her ankle.
Ravens are going to still have possession. 3:05 to go. So Cabrera back in goal for the Patriots in a very tough situation for a keeper to come in.
Yes. I mean, especially rain, cold, it's one of those situations where it's...
She also didn't really have a whole lot of time to get loose either.
No.
Wechter gets back to Muehlbach.
So we're back to even strength here for for Cumberlands.
They're doubling Muehlbach.
To Claire Ryan.
All right. Foul called on Tuller.
I didn't quite see the trip there either.
2:28 to go. Ravens leading by 4. Great pickup by Wechter and a great save from Cabrera.
Man, that was a great snag, great shot, great save. We've had a lot of great lacrosse plays so far today, Dakota. It's been a pleasure to be with you guys.
Been a great game so far. Cabrera's pass
Just
over the head,
outside.
though, of Fearing, and it'll go out and it'll go to Benedictine.
Saw what she was trying to do there. So 2 minutes to play. You have a full 90 here. That's a minute and a half. So Ravens have 4. Give the ball to Claire Ryan on the inside.
And she's going to have it taken away by Webb, and it'll be picked up. Cabrera tries to pick it up and will.
It's 141.
Cabrera again with a high pass. Taken away by Rihanna England. Her pass knocked down by Tuller. Picked up by Molly Muehlbach.
So 90 seconds. Now, this is where it's kind of interesting with the women's game is you can use the entire field here. There's no over and back call. There's nothing like that. So they could literally just go wherever they wanted on the field here. Now, the closer to the goal you lose the ball, the worse.
Ryan with a shot, and it's going to go back to the Patriots with 1:08 to go. Kuchis with possession.
Under a minute to play. Goes back to the goalie here.
Cabrera's pass overshoots the target. Kept in, picked up by Robber. Be picked up by Barry for the Patriots. 40 seconds to go.
She senses the urgency. She's going straight to the goal. Big save by Taryn.
Great save by St. Louis.
Under 30 to play.
Her 6th save.
Gets that 5x5, but we have the help there. We got the double that can help. Great check by Molly McInerney there.
Barry shot wide.
Under 15 to play.
Tuller goes low.
Save.
Save by St. Louis.
And I think we're about to see the first ever Raven women's lacrosse team win over a top 5 team.
And a win for Benedictine as they hold on in the second half and defeat the Patriots of the University of the Cumberlands by a final of 16-12. Cumberlands outscored Benedictine in that second half 8-4. But it was Emily Crump who really kept the Patriots in the game. So Benedictine outshoots the Patriots 40-23.
Wow, that's quite the discrepancy.
In the game.
Great play by both keepers. I really thought that was a well-played game. A lot of skill, a lot of